My brothers and sisters, hello. Welcome back to Soul Talk. I hope you are having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I'm in another new place. This is my first time in Oregon. It's been really smoky around here because of all the fires, so sometimes it's hard to see. We got a good clear day yesterday, but it's still beautiful being out in the woods and the wilderness where I was before and where I am now. It's pretty amazing, that's kind of what brings me to the topic that I want to talk about today, which is change your environment and you change your vibration. You really can. It's as simple as the land that you are on can affect your energy. It can, right? Even being out in nature in a beautiful place, if the land that you are on is cursed in some way, plagued with negative energy, it really doesn't matter how beautiful the spot that you're in is. You'll be affected by it, and you won't really know why. This is the thing, you won't really know why, but something will feel off and feel slightly disconnected, which, the disconnect is really an illusion, but the feeling is not, if that makes sense, right? The feeling of being disconnected, that illusion, it can feel so real. You can feel it literally within your body, within your energetic field. You can feel that things are just slightly not what they're meant to be, what you're used to. I personally, I think I had talked about this in my last video, just had been around some low vibrations, and specifically the land that I was on, I believe, was cursed in some way because of people that used to live there years ago, and that those things stay in nature, right? Just like you can hold memories and energy in your hair, the land is very much like that. We are not impermeable. We're strong creatures. We are very strong, but we are also empathic. We are empathic beings. So, sometimes darker entities can latch onto you to get a free ride because they want to be able to see the light, right? Or they don't know how to create it for themselves, so they'll try to latch onto you. And, as empaths, as healers, this is really just a sign that the universe is guiding you to help others. If you're constantly being surrounded by people that maybe have it a bit harder in life than you do, not in terms of you don't have trials or tribulations to go through yourself, but that you're able to find the light at the end of the tunnel, in which they cannot. And it's not it can feel like a burden, but it's not a burden. Right? It's not a character flaw within you that you keep attracting certain beings like this. It's a sign that maybe you're meant to help these beings in a way. But the biggest thing that we can do is to send love and healing and release and surrender to the universe. Stop trying to be a blockade for ourselves in such a way by staying somewhere where you don't feel is, conducive to your own growth. Right? Because you can only help people as much as you've helped yourself. You can only give them as much tools as you've been given. But, you're only going to learn how to protect yourself, how to have moderation in your life by following your spirits. By listening to your spirits, they ask for so many things for you all the time. And I wonder for myself as well, do you ever really hear them? Can you tell when your spirit is crying to do something, to go somewhere? And do you know how your spirit feels when you deny yourself of that, when you deny the self of that? It's something to think about. So, just a quick reminder that you can change your frequency, you can change your energy just by changing your environment. by changing up the land. That's why I really always suggest to go to the places that you feel most called to, because there's a part of your there's a part of your being that is there. Some energy that resides in that plane that you are so much alike, and that to really find yourself, you must go there. You must put yourself in that situation. There's certain pockets, energy pockets all over the world. These beautiful ancient places, and it recharges you. It pushes you forward. It honestly does. It accelerates you. It accelerates the trajectory that you may already be on, and so that's often why it feels as if we can find ourselves in our purpose by traveling, because in truth it's almost like, another it's almost like another clue to the hidden treasure, right? And so only when you've returned to these places, because I guarantee you've been there before. How many of us feel so much older than 26 or 46 or 16? It doesn't really matter. And younger in a way. Why is that? Well, it's like this process of remembering, relearning, withering away, and then renewing all over again in a different form. So anyways, changing your environment can be as easy as where you sleep. If you're used to sleeping in a bed, I suggest you start sleeping on the ground and figure out how much that will change your life, because a lot of you that have back issues, like I definitely used to, you'll come to find if you lay on the ground, it'll be a lot more peaceful for you. You probably won't toss and turn quite as much. It aligns your spine. So anyways, just changing up your environment in general, from the place that you sleep, the place that you eat, to where you live or don't live, where you keep moving. I stayed in the same place in California for so long, and a part of my heart will always be there. My family is there. My life was there before, but my life is me. It's not my life, it's life, and it exists everywhere. So truthfully speaking, home is within you, so you're never really lost. You can always create a homage. You can find homage anywhere. And family is each and every person that you meet. Truthfully, there are some beings that you can see them as family members even if you don't get along with someone. Just consider it like a distant cousin, right? That you guys don't exactly see eye to eye most of the time, but you have enough respect and love for each other because you're family. Well, that's how you're able to see beings of the world. At the same time, it's really important to educate and to communicate. Spread the knowledge that you have. There will be some times where it's just not going to go through to somebody right away, and that's okay. You did your job. You spread part of that message. So what I'm spreading here to you is, if you feel stuck somewhere, you're not. It's an illusion. It is an illusion, and I'm not demeaning any of your feelings, because I've been there before. You can easily change your mindset to, I was listening to Abraham Hicks yesterday with my friends here, because I found such a wonderful community. There are so many out there, and I truthfully believe that by joining forces, by uniting, by co-creating and gathering together like this is how, shifts really happen. And shifts in consciousness, really. Because we've started to just refer to ourselves as a collective now, right? Because all of us here are aware of the fact that we are one. We have similar dreams. We have same taste in foods, music, poetry, or any kind of literature, movies, anything, even the way that we grew up. Why is that? How did we all find each other here? Because our soul is searching and seeking homage within others as well as ourselves. And so we are brought here together. So it's really a beautiful experience, and I guarantee you that a part of your tribe is out there. So just change your environment. You never know who's looking for you. Right? So, yeah, I normally do a bit longer, but I think that the message was pretty clear for today, that's what everything was about. It was really on my heart, so I had to pass it along. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day and night. I see you. I hear you. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.